and welcome to your love reading for June 2018. I'm just fixing your cards, okay? Two aces coming through, which is really, really nice, Taurus. Your overall message is the Justice card, which is Libra. It's Venus. It's the air sign of Venus, which the air sign of Venus is about grace. It's about allowing, but it's also about harvest time. It's about things coming to fruition, things you've been waiting for. It's about rebalancing the scales, okay? Really love the Justice card, especially in this deck, okay? I don't like it as much in other decks, but in this one, it simply means what you've been waiting for, manifesting, okay? So your past is the Six of Discs. So the Six of Discs for me represents a dialogue in a love reading. So maybe that you've been dialoguing with someone. It's about authentic communication. So maybe in an existing relationship, there's been lack of balance and you're trying to bring the balance back to it. Maybe there's a call for you to be in the earth element. The earth element is for authenticity. Because if we can't have authentic dialogues, Taurus, why are we in a relationship? It's about being real, being straightforward, and being in your very, very powerful earth element. Very misunderstood element, the earth element in astrology. But it's about sticking by what you value, being real. The present is the Emperor card. The Emperor can represent Aries, but this is not my favourite card in a relationship reading because it's a number 4 and relationships need to flow between two people. The Emperor is more about focused on your own goals, on your own self. That is not a negative in any shape or form. But there's a feeling here, Taurus, that to begin with, you're going into dialogue, then you're retreating much more into this very, very controlled, very self-assertive way. There'll be a reason why this is happening, okay? So no judgment. If this is what needs to happen, it's what needs to happen. Just remember, it's not the best energy to have in love, the Emperor. But you're not staying there because the future is the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is about hearing the call to love. It's about second chances. It's about renewing an existing bond or beginning a new one. But this is about people rising from the dead. It's about new chances, second chances, being born again, basically. And there's nothing like new love to make us feel that way. Or the bond that you do have is becoming more genuine. It's becoming more authentic. Because the best path to follow is the Ace of Cups. And there's not really much you can say about this card here, really. Now, love, it's love that dictates our life path. We don't dictate the path of love, but love dictates our path. So we can try and do all these things. We can block it. We can build all these defences against love. Or we can simply allow ourselves to feel what we feel and allow it to guide us forward. I know it's actually a lot easier said than done because so many of us have these defences against being hurt, against being vulnerable, and love takes a sort of sense of being openness and about being vulnerable. But love wants to guide you, Taurus, and you've got the trick this month about getting out your own way. In your environment card, you've got the Ace of Swords. This is the gift of clarity, the gift of vision, being able to see things clearer, cutting through the crap. We don't always like what we see with the Ace of Swords. It's one of these double-edged swords, because it gives us a power to see through places in our life that aren't working, places in our life where we've been denying ourselves love. And generally we deny ourselves love because we're too much in this energy, too much into pushing, trying to make things happen, when love is a much more receptive, allowing energy, which dictates our life path. It really is not the other way around, Taurus, okay? Your hopes and fears are the Magician cards. That's a funny one to have here. As a hopes card, it'd be about manifesting, new beginnings, a lot of prayers, a lot of intentions. But there's fear here too. And it's like you're feeling this emotional chapter, because we think that we want love until it turns up in our lives, and we then go into this, we lose the sense of being in control, and we run around like mad, like the Emperor, trying to put up all these barriers again. And maybe that's what these are saying here, because there's a sense of wanting to control what you're experiencing, Taurus, basically. And these cards are saying absolutely not, that love will guide you and not the other way around. Your outcome is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a very fast moving, very sort of optimistic card. There might be a lot of communication between you and someone else, because the Lover's card is with it. So this could be going to travel to see someone, going on dates, very much. So the Eight of Wands is all about a flurry of communication, activity and movement, and it's with the Lover's card. So this is about an energy propelling two people together, basically. You might be going on a short trip, someone might be coming to see you. That's the sort of energy. But a lot of the message seems to be about trusting your emotions and not putting up this barrier to prevent it. It's really scary stuff. But intimacy makes us scared because we lose control. And suddenly our destiny and our emotions are all tied up with the destiny and the emotions of other people, which is quite scary, Taurus, by the way. But your best advice is to trust this flow of love. That is all I can say to you. Be decisive, move forward. And also this Justice card is very much about grace. It's about equality, trying to balance out the scales between two people. It's got more negative connotations, can represent codependency, things like that. But that's another chapter, basically, Taurus, okay? I love your reading. I don't think I've got anything to add to it, apart from have a fantastic June. And look out for the weekly readings. Loads of love. Bye.